What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about XPR Network today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. I actually want to pull up BTC just so I can monitor the price as it's going on. XPR, man, what a fantastic move. It's about time, right? It's about time. And you know what's great about this move? Yes, you're already down 6% today. Yes, from your high, you're down a little bit more than that, right? High to low, you're already down 12%. I get it. But what's great about this move is it's notably different than any of these other like fake out moves that you've had. Okay, February 3rd was a little bit intense, to say the least. But this is notably different than any of these other moves, namely because you've clearly broken out of this downward sloping range, right? If we take out this blemish from February 3rd, you've got these lower lows, you've got these lower highs, right? You've broken out, decisively broken out. And if we look at this with something with volume on it, let's do KuCoin. It's not the most volume that you've ever seen in your life, but that's good volume. That's breakout volume right there, you guys. If we look at this XPR, let's see. Hold on, I want to watch this. I want to see what I can tell the ones who've been wrecked buying high. Yeah. Yes, absolutely, man. Oh man, we've all been there. Look, guys, real quick. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna real talk with some people here. I don't know if I'm talking to the right community because XPR, you guys are killing it right now. But if you're the type of person who is not making money in this market right now, okay, because a lot of people are. But if you're not the type of person who's making money in this market right now, one of two things is going on. Either one, you're sidelined, or two, you're trading too much. You're trading too much, and you're doing it wrong. And for whatever reason, you're your own inverse indicator. You probably would have made more money if you did exactly the opposite of what you've done. Does that sound right to some people? If that's you, just understand you are inexperienced. One day you'll have experience. One day you'll be able to make these moves and finesse it a little bit. Maybe not. It's not for everybody, and I don't really encourage trading for most people. I don't think it is right for most people. I think most people should just buy and hold, and that's the secret. It's just buy and hold. We're at a point in the market now, even if you've lost money, as long as you still have some cash, you haven't lost all of your money, you have some cash, you can make it back and even walk away with profits if all you do is just buy and hold. XPR pumped a lot, maybe buy the dip. Maybe there's other ones in the sea, the other fish in the sea that haven't pumped yet. Give a little clap for XPR if you're not in it and say, I'm going to look for one that hasn't pumped yet. XCN hasn't pumped yet. Swiftcoin hasn't pumped yet, right? There's Cookie DAO has barely pumped. Like there's a bunch of prime projects that have 100x potential even from their current prices. XPR is probably one of them as well, but they haven't pumped that much. ZBCN. There's so many fish in the sea. You don't need to get hung up on anything that you've missed moves on. If you chase pumps, you're going to lose money. If you're not patient, you're going to lose money. If you're trying to trade like a degen day in and day out, you're going to lose money, right? Unless you're good at it, you know what you're doing, but I would bet most people don't. So just try, for anybody who's having a hard time making money in the markets, just understand you're your own worst enemy. And it's best if you just get out of your own way. Just buy and hold, okay? Buy and hold. It's that simple, and at the same time, it's that complicated, okay? XPR, getting away from that. XPR network here. $124 million market cap with a $29 million 24-hour volume. Hold on, guys. Okay. 23.6. Okay, I read the volume wrong then, I guess. Or 29. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's good. That's good volume, right? XPR, it looks like that's not a lot of volume. That's good volume, guys. That's actually really good volume. Maybe you had so much volume back here because it went up and went down. It was a pump and a dump, right? But this is good volume. That's breakout worthy right there. All the way up in your overbought zone on the daily time frame. I doubt that the buck stops here, man. And maybe you come down a little bit. Maybe if I had to guess it, you'd pull back down to, you're at 00446. Maybe go down to 00406, right? Something around there. Prior areas of resistance. Maybe you even go a little bit lower. A little bit of volatility never hurt anybody. From a high to a low. Look at that right there. You tipped your golden ratio. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but oftentimes you do find resistance at your golden ratio the first attempt. You'll pull back to your 0.5382 area for support. You're already there. You're right there. This is exactly the area that you look to find support. The 382 is right there, right where these prior areas of resistance are. I wouldn't be surprised at all if you went down to 0039 or 004. 003 is all the way like down here. I don't think you're going to 003, but 0039, 004, 0041, whatever. What's the 411? I don't know, but it's down there, man. A little bit lower. It's not a big deal. I wouldn't be surprised if we look at the short-term stuff, if there's some stuff that agrees with that as well, but we'll get into that. And in fact, hold on real quick. Let's take this. We'll leave that up there. What about this low to high? Are there any fibs that line up with that 382? Any significant fibs? Low to high? Wouldn't you know it? this 382 lines up with that 382. It's perfect. And actually, I probably could have guessed that, because oftentimes from one fib, if you do move up to the golden ratio, that actually it's just mathematically the 382s will overlap every single time. That's actually just how it works. But significance, there's significance down at that area. 1 hour time frame here. Like genuinely, no matter where you draw it, right? Like let's just draw here to here. Okay, let's pretend that your price ran all the way up here, and now you've corrected all the way down, right? And then you moved all the way back up to this golden ratio, okay? So your 382 is right here. If we take a low to a high right here, or at the golden ratio, you see that 382, it's literally right there. Like they line, it's like that no matter what. Just a little fun fact as to why that golden ratio 382 relationship is so bullish and so reliable most of the time. It's because you're working with more than just one 382 most of the time, right? If you go to any golden ratio, just understand that's kind of how it works. That you've got a 382 from this prior range and a 382 from your current range too at the same levels. Does that make sense? The 382 is a very significant level for that reason, but only if the golden ratio is the area that you stop at, right? If you're stopping at an area that's like higher, then that 382 is at a different level, right? And it doesn't mean that you can't go down there, but it's less significant or less predictable, if that makes sense. There's different sequences in the fibs, but I digress. I'm not trying to teach you guys about the fibs. I mean, if you want me to, I can, but that's not the purpose of it. Pay me. No, I'm just kidding. I will not charge you guys for anything. I don't care, man. The thing is, look at this. Okay, listen to me. I could teach you everything I know, and you'd still do it wrong. Probably. You'd probably still lose money. I lose money sometimes. I'm wrong sometimes, right? I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. I've been right before. I'll be right again. It's not about being right, and that's the thing. That's why I'll never charge money for this stuff. People ask me, they're like, "Dude, I'll pay you for your time." I'm like, I don't want you to pay me for my time. Like I can teach you everything I know, and you can still lose money. There's no guarantee. Why would you pay me for that? Why would I want your money for that? It just doesn't feel right. On that note, if ever you're talking to a fake C-Zar, you know he's fake because he'll ask you for money. I have nothing to offer for money. Just give me your time. Give me a like. Hit that subscribe button. Maybe share the video with a friend. I get monetized enough with YouTube, and I make enough with trading too, man. I don't need your guys' money. I don't know why it's such a thing in this space, this like scammy kind of, but I don't care. Whatever, who cares? Let's get into it, okay? And that doesn't mean that if someone's charging money for something or promoting something that it's a scam, right? I'm just saying like the promotion of leverage trading across exchanges, understand, guys, if you're clicking on an affiliate link for any YouTuber, you're effectively giving them money every time you make a trade. Every time you win, every time you lose, they're making money off of you. That's why they do it, right? That's why they do it. Because then they're making money off of your trading. Whether it goes good or most likely bad, they're making money off of your trading. That's why I don't do it. It just doesn't sit right with me, man. I don't know. And it doesn't mean that they're good or bad people. I'm going on a whole different philosophy here, man. But let's continue. I'm boring myself talking about this, okay? XPR, USDT, 57 minutes left in the 1 hour time frame. Pumping a lot. You're looking great. You are fantastic. Look at this uptrend. Look at that. It's beautiful. Higher lows, higher highs, getting deep. Dude, you almost hit a 99. What is that? What is that right there? Hold on. 97.8. Crazy reading. Of course, though. Of course it would. Look at how fantastic that. It only got more bullish as it went up. Good volume. Lacking volume on the way down. You're even getting less volume as you're moving down, right? That was a big candle here, and that was less volume than the top candle. Yeah, you're about to find support. 0044 right now, you might not even go all the way down to 0039, but you could. 0039 is the lowest that I'd give this thing, okay? I don't think that you go below there if you were to get below there. Really, though, looking at this 1 hour time frame, I mean, 56 minutes left, you might be at a point to bounce here. Bouncing right off the overbought zone, coming up here, maybe you get a... because that reading is so damn high, you get a slightly lower high in the RSI, a higher high in the price, get some bearish divergence, and then consolidate over the weekend. I can see that happening. Cool off on the RSI, and then cool off in the price, and then let yourself rally going into next week. That'd be my expectation. Sometime Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. 4 hour time frame. We're looking at this here. Also phenomenal. Also bullish. Getting above the 90, hitting that 95 area. Beautiful, beautiful. Have you ever hit something that high? You have. Okay, cool. Yeah, you don't really get too much above this though, right? If we look at this here, you put a line right there at that high. You've gotten above it once. You've gotten near it twice. I mean, you see what I'm saying though? 3 times in your entire existence. It's not something that happens often. So yes, you're probably going to go down a little bit. But let's look at this moment, right? That last moment there. whenever you hit this area, right? You hit this overbought zone right here. Was that the end of the move? No, hell no. You consolidated, right? That was on a Saturday. Hey, it's a Saturday now that you hit that, or no, it was a Friday. It's a Friday that you hit that high. It was Friday that you hit that high. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you consolidated, and then the next week you continue to run. This was the precursor to more to come, right? Precursor for more to come. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that at similar kind of rates throughout all this stuff here, right? High here in the RSI. Was that the end of the move? Kind of. You did continue to grow, though, in all fairness, but different circumstances. Base of a range kind of being boring, different kind of circumstances. Here, right, you haven't been overbought for a while. You finally touched this line right here. Was that the end of the move? Hell no. You went higher, right? You went higher. Higher. All the way. I'm trying to find one that's like closer. Right there. Okay, right there. This one here, you got close, and that was the end of your move. So it can happen. It can be the end. Here, you got overbought, and that was the end of your move. But you're in a downtrend, right? Downward trending markets, bullish readings don't persist. Upward trending markets, bullish readings, they're just the beginning. It's a foreshadowing. So I think you've got more to go, okay? 4-hour RSI, all that to say, hot. Super hot, looks really good, really nice. You're probably going to come down. Where are you going to come down to? How long is it going to take? I don't know. Probably, if not over this weekend, then maybe even going into next week, you could consolidate. But you've got higher lows here. You've got higher highs here, right? Come down, find support at the 60. Beautiful area to find support, and then rip. Sounds about right to me. The remainder of this month should be pretty damn bullish for XPR. Where are you going to go? That's the question. I've bored you with my philosophies. I've bored you with my thoughts on on myself, I suppose. Where are we going to go? That's a good question, right? From a high to a low. Golden ratio 382. Look at that. It's perfect, right? You're probably going to work your way all the way up. I think in a very short amount of time. By the end of this month, you'll go all the way up to about 2, maybe even 3 cents, if not at least 1.9 cents, somewhere around there. Consolidate, and then going into August, we should see higher prices. August, I would think that you see prices that are all the way up at 1.7 cents to 8.1 cents. I'm thinking you stop somewhere in between. You probably saw a lot of cryptos have this 1414 area in mind. I don't think you're going all the way up here. I mean, maybe by the end of the cycle, but not in August. No, probably not. I would think that you do stand a chance of going to. Wait, am I reading this right? Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I'm forgetting what I'm dealing with here. Hold on. No. Okay, guys. I'm sorry. I got too many people excited. See, I thought this was 3 cents. I thought this was 3 to 8 cents. It's 81 cents. My bad. No. Okay, no. You're probably not going all the way up to 2 cents. Oh, man. I got people excited. I know I did. We're too far in the video for me to want to restart them, man. Understand? I'm so sorry. No, you're not going to 450 this cycle or 270. Probably not. I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen, but probably not. You'll probably go to like 81 cents or $1 by the end of this cycle. I could see that happening. But yeah, you'll probably not do the other stuff, okay? 32 cents and 17 cents will happen by the end of the cycle, but not by the end of August. I think by the end of August, we're looking for a 5. Okay. So I've got my time frames mixed up. I'm sorry, guys. End of July will probably be around, I would think, 1.8 cents. 1.8 to 1.2 cents. Okay, you're at 0.0043 cents now, so a little bit higher. End of August, you should see prices around 3 to 5 cents. That's my guess, okay? If not a little bit higher than there, but something around here. Consolidate, get yourself set up for that end of cycle finale, and then you'll stop here. My bad. I was like, wait a second, that's too high. I'm like, or is it too low? Was it supposed to go to $5? I remember, it's been a while since I've done TA on this, but forgive me. I'm sorry if I got your hopes up, but hopefully everybody's okay with the move that, from here will probably take you up another like 10x, if not at least like a 6x. Hopefully everybody's okay with that. I really do believe that XPR will see prices above 3 cents. You see my cat right here? Come here, buddy. Hey, Mufasa. Oh, get up here. Get up. Come on. Little striped tail. He's a good one, man. He really is a good one. He likes X cryptos. He comes out for XRP, XPR apparently, and XCN. Get your little furry butt over here. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all. I apologize for the confusion. All right, bye-bye.